Yes, you read the title correctly, but not only did I make a game in 1 week, but I also have like no experience making games at all. Like, I don't know why I do this to myself. Anyway, I'm back. I think I said last video that I was gonna upload once a month. I know we're only like 10 seconds in, but I want to conduct a social experiment, right? This is for science. I need data so I can save the African kids in Africa. So I need you, if you have drank water today, I need you to hit that like button. And if you haven't drank water, leave a like anyway. So I participated in a game jam recently, last week, as I'm recording this. Basically, what a game jam is, it's basically a competition where a bunch of game developers all make games in a relatively short period of time, usually around 48 hours. The one that I did was a week long, and all these game devs make these games, and it's based around a theme that gets announced, and there's usually like a focus as well. So for example, the theme for the game jam that I did is there and back, so I need to make a game that is centered around there and back. Like, that could mean anything, like a weapon or a way of movement, or like, I don't know, it could be anything. Thank God I did one that lasted a week, because I don't know if I would be able to make a decent game in 48 hours. Although I'm gonna try like next week, because Ludum Dare is next week, and I'll be recording that as well. So that might just be a fucking nightmare. Alright, now I'm gonna take you through my process of how I created this game. Okay, so first step to the road of this game being somewhat presentable was to come up with an idea. The most obvious idea that I could think of was to have a character who goes out, gets something, comes back, and goes to the next level. And I had other ideas too, but I was like, you know, I'm not even going to try and be original, so I'm just gonna go with that. You know, fuck it, you know? Since I'm so inexperienced with game dev, I think the goal wasn't to make something super original and something just mind-blowing. I wanted to just get something that was somewhat presentable in a week. So yeah, all I knew at this point was I wanted to make some sort of platformer / Metroidvania type thing. Initially, I did want the game to be a bit of a like puzzle platformer. I'll show you some footage of like a switch that I got working. Like a switch, you'd like flick it on and then it moves a door up. But yeah, then I realized that I only had a week, so yeah, get that shit out of my system. Not only do I only have a week, but I have no idea what I'm doing, so fuck that. Once I got the idea, the next thing was to create a prototype without any art, so make it out of the most bare bones shit imaginable. I wanted falling platforms, I wanted elevator platforms, and lava, and some sort of door for you to go to the next level, and also a player, obviously, and some sort of movement. Yeah. So I wanted to create that out of just different colored blocks, I suppose. Once I had the base game completed, my next goal was to add some art. I wanted to create like art building blocks so that I could create the levels and I wouldn't have to replace any art later down the track. I chose to use pixel art because you can get a lot done very quickly with very little like experience, I guess. Like, it covers up a lot of mistakes. I haven't really animated for a game before because I've only made one game, and that game is a piece of shit. Literally called piece of shit platformer. A quick tip that I found out: referencing something that you like makes making art like a lot easier. Like, if you look on Google and find something that you like, I'll show you the character I made and the character I was referencing, and you can see the like parallels, right? But it's different enough that I didn't just copy it. Like, I did copy the pose and all that, but like, I think I changed it up enough so that it's not a blatant ripoff. And if you're creating art, I really recommend that process because all the information's there that makes something good. You just gotta find a way to copy it without blatantly ripping it off.
It's free real estate.
I think that was Tuesday I worked on art. I started on Saturday, by the way, if we're putting a timeline on this. Sunday I did the base game. Monday, probably still coding, all that shit. And then Tuesday, I started working on art. So if you want to put a timeline on it. So Wednesday, I had 90% of the art assets. Oh no, not Wednesday. I think I did like nothing on Wednesday because I was already burnt out. But on Thursday, I started implementing art assets, which, holy shit, that was a fucking nightmare. Implementing tiles for level design, that was easy, but the player animations was actually fucking cancer. I wanted to like die. Like, I don't know if my way was the best way, but you know, it works, and that's all we need to worry about. So we're just gonna not talk about that anymore. Anyway, the next logical step in the road to a somewhat presentable game is to make some levels. You know, you can't have a game without levels. Originally, I wanted my idea was to have the game to be in a prison. I wanted you to get key cards, go back to the elevator, and then you can choose which floor you wanted to go to, and there'd be like different reasons to go back and forth between floors. Like unlockables, like, I don't know, you gain a double jump and now you can reach some shit. I don't fucking know. But yeah, then I realized, oh yeah, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing, and I only have a week. At this point, I only have 2 days. So yeah, I just, that didn't happen, and I can just implement it after the game jam. How it works now is that you go through the level, you go to the end of the level, you get a key card, you come back, and then you just go to the next level. You don't have to like choose or anything. So yeah, level design. I only really worked with falling platforms and lava and stuff, and that was about it because I don't know what I'm fucking doing, to be honest. There's a bird up there. Anyway, so Friday rolls around, and I've got 90% of the game done, and I can stay up until 3 AM because I'm in Australia, and like, that's just when it ended for me. So like, if I had to, I could like work for like, I don't know, if I wake up at 8 AM, that's a lot of hours. That's like 16 hours of work if I need to. I had an idea to add an ending to the game to further push that there and back theme. And I needed to add a title screen. I needed to implement some music that I made, that I've probably been playing in this video. If you want to check out any music that I've made, by the way, I'll leave a link in the description to a channel that I upload like all my music to. It's all like lo-fi and sad animation. Oh, I still had to implement some sort of tutorial because I know it probably wasn't clear what to do. If you're just running around with no idea what to do or any of the controls, I had a camera offset mechanic. There's no way you'd find out without a tutorial, so I wanted to add that. And I basically just slapped that together with fucking duct tape and glue. And oh yeah, my game still doesn't have a fucking name. I remember it was 1 AM and I was exporting the game, and I had completed the title screen, everything was done, but the title screen still said game name at the top, and I was like, oh shit. It was exporting and it was like frozen, and like I was like, oh god, I'm gonna have to, it's taking forever. I think I've been sitting there for half an hour or 20 minutes or something, and I've only got like an hour and a half. Like, what if I have trouble with uploading it to itch.io and I can't submit it and shit? I'm like, oh fuck, I like hit the cancel button and it's like, oh no, it's not closing. It's not closing. All my work, all of this whole week, just all like been for nothing. But then I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to make a risky move. I opened Task Manager and I hard close Unity and have to reopen it again. I'm like, that's a bit risky. What if I have corrupted files now? But yeah, I exported it. I did export it to like WebGL, which is like, and embed it into itch.io, but for some reason that didn't work. So I just had to make it a download. I ended up coming up with the name Freedom Dash, because you're in prison and you're running and stuff. And yeah, that's basically my life as a game developer now. If you want to download the game, there's going to be a link in the description, and I've kept working on the game as well. So maybe I'll just keep on making videos like this. I did mention at the start of the video that I was going to do Ludum Dare, which is a 48-hour game jam. So if you liked this video, we're going to be doing a similar video soon, except it's probably going to be way more cancerous, and I'll probably want to die a lot more after that one compared to this one, so that'll be a lot of fun. And I just want to end this video with just a little reflection, like what did I learn? And do I recommend this, doing a game jam, to any of you who might be thinking about it? To answer that question, I started coding like a month ago, or a month and a half, and I was like, oh shit, the programming language C# that I've been learning, Unity, runs on C#. I'm like, fuck yeah, might as well just make games, I guess. So yeah, I really recommend C#. It's very fun and easy to learn, although I've only been learning the one programming language. But yeah, you can learn quite a lot in a short period of time if you're obsessed enough, I guess. And if you're thinking about making games, it's not as hard as you'd expect. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's just a bit of a time commitment. And if you're willing to put in the time, you can learn pretty quick how to make games. Make sure to subscribe to see my 48-hour game jam. Apparently I've learnt nothing from this experience.